Good morning. It's 6:35 in the mountains, in the high desert of Denver. We're headed to the place where people live on the streets, and everywhere you go, they're the people that you meet. I've got my coffee. It's not in a lidded cup. I brewed it at 6 a.m. It was barely up. We're driving to downtown, where they're allegedly picked down the homeless at 2 o'clock in the morning this morning, saying get the fuck up and get the fuck out at 2 a.m. allegedly. So we're going to go find out, because my morning tweet said, yeah, they're doing a homeless sweep at 2 a.m. and I was still in bed because I had 6 a.m. Yeah. It's alleged that people were showing up at 3, so the city showed up at 2. Whoa! My lights are on. It's checking. We are close to where they sweep. We are close, my friends. We are close to where they'd sweep. We are close indeed. And I say that because as I got blocked off that traffic road, I literally out. Right, I had to move my intensive parking location because the roads already, they are closed. The lots, they're already blocked off. And the police department is already here sweeping people. So it's our car in this, I'm assuming, private lot, which I don't really give two craps about this morning. We just get to bugger off, huh? So literally, the roads are closed in downtown. Good morning. It's not very good, but we're here. It's not super exciting, but we'll make it happen, huh? So, we are downtown. I guess I'm going to start with the gimbal. No, I'm going to start with the tripod. So they started putting this fencing up at 2 o'clock in the morning, allegedly, that we're going to get to. And we're just going to see that it's not fucking early. 6 o'clock. Homeless sweeps. They were here before that. We'll find out the story in a few minutes. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're prepping up. Time for a morning sweep. It's like the supermarket sweep, but it's not fun. This is not why I pay taxes. This you must be told. This bullshit in my daily life really getting old.
people would try to help them. Yeah, we try to help them. Or, actually, they folks did it. I mean, it was just me before you were married.
Mental health community starter program members. You're all right, sir. Watch out, there's a fence blocking the sidewalk this morning.
I just saw somebody plop it over there.
Oh.
They weren't even looking at their phone, walked directly into the fence.
Walked into the fence.
Knocked it over, and then 3 cops literally ran at him and chased him out on the other side of the street while I was parking.
Fucking pigs.
Is that him to knock over?
Well, I mean, the ones on the corners are usually the single fences, and he was just looking at him, he walked right through it.
Oh my God.
And then they treated him like, he fell down and he stood back up and he was like, oh.
He
But he didn't even realize it.
Nobody's shooting with guns.
No, he was not doing it intentionally.
Yeah, but they respond to everything.
So we're going to take a tour of this location this morning. Show you all the beautiful extensiveness of financial waste. Greed. Good morning. Happy Fuck the Cops Day.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day. These guys know how to do it. Let me tell you what. Poor baby. He got told Happy Fuck the Cops Day. And they tapped him on the shoulder. Give him a little love.
A little love.
Oh. Yeah, I'm angry actually. Good morning, Therese. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is it?
Well, it's morning.
It's morning. That is known.
They're going into people's tents without warrants.
Without warrants?
Yes.
They're going in people's tents without warrants. That's a bitch. Real bitch. Seems to me there should be some permitting process where the public have a right to say no to fences on their sidewalk.
I think we're also being disenfranchised of our right to publicly assemble and redress our government
Yeah,
and help our community members.
that's right.
And
Maybe
get
residents
this.
of Denver should
They
follow
were already had the truck parked down there waiting to put the fence up at 4:30 this morning.
No. They were
Showed up at
putting
5.
the road signs up on 13th
Oh
to
yeah,
redirect
at like
traffic
1, 2 a.m.
as I was leaving here this morning at midnight.
Yeah, me and Ace came right after you left then. But yeah, Channel 9 is on the other side.
Channel 9's on the other side. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do a little walk around this morning. But first, I saw somebody moving carefully.
Can I get my car? Yeah, where you parked? Right there, the white Volvo.
Might not be a bad guy. He's watching her though.
To do more, right?
This guy. But not in that blue van. That looks like a cop van.
That's our structure.
Okay, you don't even know what the stop is?
No. I would never talk to somebody
Oh, okay.
in that van because it looks like you're police.
Well, we took all the insignia off it. Nobody really has any problem with it.
It scares me. Maybe it's because was raised in a world where I recognize signs and symbols like
People
that.
ask. Like, nope, it's the star van.
Because they accuse that vehicle of being used in the middle of SWAT raids at night.
We haven't had any issues.
No, like
We
I'm
just
like
show people the
I'm like-
inside and
yeah.
who we are. And
on my feed. That's what they say.
well, we got the medic here to at least help people.
That's good. No, we appreciate that for sure. I'm not here to be violent and yelling at you today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You think we're violent yelling at me?
Well, I try to.
I like the shirt.
Shy away from that. Yes, it is a good one.
Oh, that's a good
I did
one.
check to see which one I was wearing this morning because I almost put on the multi faces of Vader.
Yeah.
They don't change.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is seriously though. I'm probably gonna go back down before the garbage man comes because I was marching last night outside the Bannock building, and we found just a recycling bin full of emails talking about homeless sweeps and actions for the homeless, meetings for the mayor. I gotta figure out where this fence came into the budget. Because I am guaranteeing that if the city did not outright pay for this, and they're renting this fence, that we're paying for at least 1, maybe 3 hotel rooms per sweep by this fencing all by itself.
Brian, do you know anyone here that has a truck that's willing to help someone?
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody here with the truck.
We have a lady, her name's Connie. She's like, I have all my stuff packed. I just need to get to 13th and race. I just wasn't sure.
That white car probably would have been a part of it as well.
Yeah.
But let me see what I can do.
Yeah, her name's Connie. She's super sweet.
All right, let's do that. So I'm looking for somebody with a truck.
Yeah, the main one talking shit.
Yes.
Who has a truck?
Moving capacity. There's somebody inside that needs moved. Hey, people, I love you. Who's got moving capacity?
I have a van.
I just got asked for moving capacity.
You have a big van. She has a big van.
You can put stuff in. Somebody who's already packed up.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
can go get it right now.
Well, let's. One of the Star folks have just asked me to try to coordinate something, and I know that you're all not here just to yell, but to actually help.
No, we're all
So
here to help.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm the
We can do
yeller.
both.
Yeah, I know you're good at that.
We're good at both.
I'm gonna start calling you Old Yeller.
Old yeller.
But if you could put the yelling down just for a few minutes because we're trying to negotiate for someone's stuff.
No. Absolutely. I'm not here to yell. I'm actually here
No, I'm just letting
because
you
we
know.
have a vehicle to be used to move somebody out of the zone.
Park in this parking lot. Get close. Can't.
How far are you?
I'm just a few blocks that way. You can park here. I live here, and the credit union owns this, and they said we can park here for the last few months now because it's only like 6% capacity.
Okay.
That's my van
I'll
right
grab my
there.
van right now then.
Bring it up here. Okay. Thank you.
Right now. I can't.
Old yeller, my assets. I mean, how long did it take to put this fence up? When I drove down 13th at midnight, or 14th, it was not here.
Yeah.
At just after midnight.
They started around
4 or 5, okay. I got here about 4 to 6. Enough to get to the what?
Yeah.
there were like a dozen, over a dozen.
No, I took pictures.
Good morning, boys and girls, friends, lovers, children of all ages. Welcome to Denver's concentration camp news, where we report from the other side of the wall.
Pulled that out of your ass. That was beautiful.
Hey, Kev. That is the comment.
Get that chud motherfucker's face really good.
Oh, those guys in the back? Yeah, I don't give a shit about them. I want people to be focused on the fact that there are people living literally on the sidewalks with fences around them. Because that's the fucked up shit.
That is the fucking shit.
Right? This man woke up this morning on the sidewalk. Yeah, we got free coffee and donuts, but none for the pigs.
Okay. Oh, be
Yeah.
nice.
Nah, fuck 12. Fuck 12.
See, if we wanted to care for them a little bit, they would wear their uniforms properly so that when they were walking around, they'd have a name tag on the
where's
outside of
your
the fucking
name
uniform.
Tag? Are you new? When did you fucking get out of the academy, pig?
Not this year, I promise you that.
No fucking badge number, no name tag.
It's his jacket, it's his excuse. Right?
Fucking civil servant my ass. Civil servant my fucking asshole, prick.
Okay, well, I don't want to harass this guy too much. Got the guy living on the street. We got to be respectful.
True.
How you doing this morning?
Good. How you doing this morning?
Not too bad. I just keep the front of the church clean.
Well, good for you.
Every morning.
Who's going to do it tomorrow? Who's going to do it tomorrow?
Me?
Where are you going to be?
Here. I'm over.
Well, it seems like they got a concentration camp going on here right now.
Oh yeah, but see, I used to have 3 tents over there.
3?
3.
Man, you're a rich man.
Right there in the corner.
Yeah?
And then
Or was that like your family?
it was my niece, me, and then one of my best friends. So I let them use it. And then I gave 2 away and I sold one. And then I went back to Capitol Hill. Now the church lets us sleep here.
Hey, Chris.
So I'll keep it clean.
Vehicle will be here momentarily.
Awesome. Cool. I'll go pop over and see if I can.
Yeah.
Wait, if anybody needs moving, I'll pass some vehicles.
Well, hi, my name is Cheech anyway.
Cheech, Brian.
Yeah, Connie,
How
I'll
you
go
doing,
over
Brian?
down there and keep it very
I
sweet.
just try to pick up every day.
She said, like,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
I used to keep this whole area.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if
Well, it looks pretty damn clean, I tell you the truth.
if they are, yeah. Let me know if we need to pull.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't been going that long.
Brand WRDN.
But they took over, so
Yeah.
that's why I ended up with that bike and them 2 bags.
That's what you ended up with after 3 months, was that bike and right there.
6 months.
Just after 6 months. Because they took it all.
Because they took it. I got ripped off, they stole it, they took it, they threw it away.
You mean like in that garbage truck over there?
Look what they're doing
On the
now.
other side of the
Yep.
of the concentration camp fence?
That's what they're doing. They're throwing away. Hey, bro, how you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm just seeing how tall the fence is.
Okay.
It's a little bit shorter than you. Just a little bit. Maybe an eyebrow or 2.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm done here for 6 months. That's right. 2 more weeks. I'm moving to my apartment.
You got an apartment?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. How long did it take? Cheech, how long did it take you to get an apartment?
Yeah.
Actually, a month.
A month. Wait, you've been living on the streets for 6 months, and it took you 1 month to get an apartment.
Yeah, but
You weren't applying the whole time you were on the street for 6 months?
I did this by my own choice.
So you didn't have an accident or an illness. You just chose to move out of an apartment onto the street.
What I did was I went home and I was married.
Okay.
And I busted my wife. And I busted my wife was in my room, in my house, in my bed with an old man. and I just jumped in my truck and
Left.
left.
So fuck
and
this
never
shit.
went back. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
And my sister's my lawyer, so I got divorced real quick.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got divorced real quick. I'm out here by choice.
Well, I'm glad you're getting into someplace and that you don't have to choose to live in the streets over the winter.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm a Vietnam vet, and I
Thank
also
you.
get disability.
Okay. Good.
So I got money coming in every month, so
All right.
I don't have to be out here.
Well, that's good. That's
And
good.
You know what? I can open my wallet. I bet I got more money than you got.
Probably because I don't have any.
There you go. Hey, I ain't shitting you.
I ain't doubt that you're shitting me. I'm just saying I ain't got any.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a stack of paper. Could be ones, could be hundreds. Nobody would ever know.
No, they're 20.
I think it's Martinez. Good morning. I got that first van here. So this is the Star van. It looks like a numbered like a police unit. Right? Even though it's got a medic and a social worker in it. It looks like a police vehicle. It has stripes. It has a unit number. Just explaining to people that why I'm concerned. But if you look on the inside, you can see that there's no cage inside. There's no cage on the inside of that. There's not a roll bar to hold people to with handcuffs, and there's not the sanitary rooms in that unit. It looks like there's a couch, a chair in the back there. Looks kind of comfy, right?
Star.
So that's the Star unit.
Thank you, Star.
And they know they're going to check.
Okay.
And then they got this situation here. Well, the guy was sleeping on the sidewalk, and they put a fence around him like he lived in a concentration camp. So instead of putting him in jail, they're going to try to offer some medical services, some socks.
Nice.
Look at that shit.
Thank you, Star.
The difference between Star and the cops.
Yeah, except that they still look like cops.
Yep.
They're running a government vehicle with a police unit number on it.
It's because they don't have another option.
Couldn't it just be a different color? Like, couldn't they be like?
Well, they took a police vehicle and they stripped it of its police logos.
They are working.
Right? That was probably like a ticketing vehicle where they sat in the back and speed trapped you. Make sure you didn't stop at the stop sign, then you're in trouble. Kind of vehicle. Right? But like that, it reminds me of a British lorry.
That's what I was gonna say. It reminds me
It looks like a lorry.
in Europe.
Yeah, it looks like a lorry in Europe, a
Is this
police
the
vehicle.
only
Only Star vehicle at the moment, yes. But this is the first time I've seen it, so.
too.
I've seen it. I just didn't know what it was because it's not labeled as such.
But it looks like
I thought it was a paddy wagon.
that's the example that we're trying to share there.
Thank you, Star. We know who you are. We
Can't you
love
put a bunch of stars on it?
Oh, that would be genius.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yep,
Or
we're
just
gonna.
make the blue lines a different color.
No, blue lines is like a line in the sand. We got to get rid of the blue line. It's just a whole nother subliminal message.
Yeah, it is.
Well, this is the first time they've been there, but that's probably due to our press
was a
conference.
rush.
And
No.
it's around.
Well, there's lots of things. The star people are usually here, just not the big van. MHCD people are usually here, the mental health.
Yeah.
And they were here with a different department, not Star, earlier. I saw them walking around. But just the shock and awe of waking up in the morning and then boom,
Literally what it is.
there's this ugliness in front of you. I should get a mask out, friends.
Hello, Goose.
Hi, Doug. I thought I saw you last night.
You did, I think. Yeah, I saw you.
I just didn't get a time. There was so much stuff going on. I walked up and say hello. Hey, I thought you were supposed to be at work. Why aren't you at work? Some of us need people to make money so that the rest of us can survive.
No, still go. Hey, push my start back time back out.
Oh, well, aren't you lucky?
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cut the Plastic has been hijacked. We have red plastic on the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. This is actually Red from We the People 303, cutting in on Cut's feet really quickly. Just to let you guys know, they actually started doing this at approximately 1:30 a.m. So right now it's kind of like the mid-drift or aftermath of a lot of things that are actually happening. They started doing this at 1:30 a.m. literally. There was a march last night that we ended up having. And as we were ending our march at like approximately 12:30 to 12:45, we started noticing a lot of vehicles from the city that were pulling up basically with a lot of cones and fencing and a lot of different things like that. And we're thinking to ourselves like, what's the construction project at 1:30 a.m.? This just so happened to be that construction project. I don't know if you can tell, but from here, Grant's blocked off all the way around completely. Like everything is literally blocked off.
Where are they at? Yeah, the city's this way.
Yeah, we've talked to a couple of them. Certain ones have on body cameras, certain ones don't.
They don't have an end game for everybody. Yeah, it's going to be a cold winter.
So it's an officer right here that's claiming that he's aware that there is no housing, there is nowhere for them to go. Oh, so the city doesn't? Oh, so this cop was just given the information that there's no end game for homeless suites because there is no housing. There is nowhere for them to
I
go.
haven't heard the double beep of a body cam and a hot
Right there, that shiny little fucking thing you got on your hip.
Where is that?
Yeah, I know. You bought a fucking 1911, you fucking nerd.
So apparently there is no housing planned and there's no actual end game.
Laughing at you, fucking idiot.
If you can notice right there,
Chose
from here,
pick a 1911.
there's a garbage truck right there that's disposing of somebody's property. It's tents that are being thrown away right there. They're compacting the tents and throwing them in the garbage. They claim to be out here helping, but how much help are you doing when you're destroying people's property? The only little bit of property they do have. Touching back on something that one of the cops just stated a few minutes ago, there's no end game. It's going to be a cold winter, and there is no housing. There's nowhere for them to go. Yeah, Nightbot, this will be everyone's future unless people start to take a stand and speak out on what's going on. My opinion on this matter is it shouldn't be a point to where everything goes totally bad before other people realize that it's only a starting point. It's going to continue. It's going to further. It's going to. Things are going to continue to get worse. Things are not looking good right now. Things are not looking good. Like, how much help is this? This is not too much help. I'm not sure what kind of help they think they're giving. What they normally do, for people who are not aware, what cops will normally do is they'll give them vouchers. Yeah, until the evictions are lifted. Yeah. So what they're trying to do basically is they'll give you housing for 2 days, literally. They'll give them a voucher for up to 2 days. At I'm not sure. I think different ones do different things. Like, I've heard a couple cops say personally they've actually paid and put people up, but more so like motels and stuff like that. They'll put them up for like 2 days, and they do have like a storage facility that the cops store certain items. However, if people have couches or bigger items and things of that such like over there with dressers, heavier things like that, the cops will not store, so they will trash it. Other items and smaller items that can be stored, they'll take somewhere off of 14th. I'm not really too sure on the location, but they do have a storage facility that's actually in Denver, not too far from 14th. So they'll put it there, but here's the next question. Good morning, Kev. Here's the next question. If they're homeless and unhoused, and half of them don't have any cash or currency for housing, how are they going to get the stuff that... How are they going to get their stuff? How are they going to go and get their stuff back from storage? If that's the case, then, you know, their stuff wouldn't be out here. I mean, it's just common sense. You just got to think about a lot of things.
Oh yeah, shit don't get stored. Are you all enjoying the hijack stream, folks? There's no chat up there for me to tell. Oh yeah.
So, question, officer. Yes, sir. For a quick question. So, what's kind of the end game? Like, what's the actual plan for all of this?
I don't know. I'm just police officers. I'm a patrolman. You have to ask. You have to ask the administration. Thank you.
All right.
You just like to be the gatekeeper.
So, no information was given. So basically, no information was basically.
Are they just putting the signs up now?
Yeah, they're just putting the signs up now.
Oh, highlight that shit.
Which is a violation.
I'm special. These assholes gotta open it for me.
Oh man. So, normally, ladies and gentlemen, they're supposed to post those flyers beforehand. What they are actual warnings. Let me see if I can actually get close enough to one once they post it. But yeah, basically, they're supposed to place those beforehand. They're supposed to be given warnings and issue a time frame, certain time periods. Some are normally 24 hours.
It's 48 or 7 days.
Right.
You're gonna post that shit outside so I can actually fucking see it. It was posted last Tuesday. So what's this notice?
The one thing they also said area restriction.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course, Rosie. We have no plan. That's what my point was.
Exactly. Like I said, this is
and the killer part about it was, yeah, they should have gotten a 7-day notice, but
there was one on the wall. Is
yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, there were 7-day notices.
Yeah. Which, none of which.
These are the standard laminated copies that they just use over and over again. So at least they're being environmentally by putting them up on the day of with laminate that they take down and use again. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to cover my face around you? What? Oh, you want me to talk now? No, I see. I'm distracted by my mask now. No, they know me. I don't fucking. I've lost the train of thought. We're back there now. I came to see how my stream was being hijacked.
Let me let her in so they can help these guys out. Ma'am. It'll be easier if we get you to come in.
So this guy's trying not to be an asshole today. It's not so bad.
Oh no, he's been saying.
Oh, he is an asshole. He's just pretending because the camera's on.
Yeah, basically. Taxpayers' dollars at work.
Again, the citizens are bringing in
From-
items to help while the
from
police stand by
1:30
and do
a.m.
nothing besides guard attempts.
Of course, as usual.
When we get
Of
get
course,
here,
as
we
usual.
take over when we said we were just trying to help. We're here to help
Right.
people.
How are you here to take over, but you're here to help?
Where's the home paper?
That would actually work, Rosie. Honestly, in the state of Colorado and the city of Denver, there are a lot of places that are not being used as far as a warehouse, empty lots in certain places. There's a lot of places where they can actually be set. The only thing about it is that they allow them to be set for a certain time frame or certain period. Then after the certain time frame and a certain period, what they want to do is they want to basically make a move again.
So the city has time to pick out people for the only homeless
Oh, really?
Push it again.
Yeah, I didn't push
You're
it.
gonna assault me.
Did I? You assaulted me with the fence then. So in that same turn, you assaulted me with the fence. Where's your fucking gun? Why aren't they coming at you or threatening you? Fucking fascist pig! Get your fucking back. Get your piggies. Run away. Run away, little boy. It's not me. Bald head, don't hide that hood.
Here, but Rosie, back to the army tents. The army tents would work. The only thing about it is they would destroy the army tents, just like they destroyed some tents down there. They actually just compacted. Not too long ago. Compacted a couple of tents. So they would probably compact them. And for the most ones that they can't really compact or things like that, I've seen them. They'll pull out knives. All officers carry knives too. If certain people don't know, they keep them tucked in a sheath on their belt. So they'll actually take knives and cut the tents open so they can't be used again. Sometimes they'll cut them and actually leave them.
So instead of opening the fence inward like this, that's when you start pushing. Yeah. No, they have to. But everybody's been walking. The guy, that guy, pointed out. He finally learned how to hold back in. It's good for you guys.
Yeah, I wish I had like a little wheelie cart that I was letting out, and it was so good.
So apparently on the agenda for tomorrow, location again, we're at 14 and Logan. Apparently what they're going to do for tomorrow is most in-game goal is to obliterate the other camp. Our location, Denver, downtown Denver, Logan and 14th Street. Logan, 14th. There's another camp, however, down here on 14 in Pennsylvania. So you have the 14 in Pennsylvania homeless camp that's actually next. So this campment right here is actually going to be next when it comes down to being exterminated, basically. You might as well call them exterminators because that's literally what they're coming to do. They're coming to exterminate people's houses and livelihood. So this over here will be the next camp. Right here will be like the next camp that everybody will be trying to disperse of next. Their main goal is this area over here, and then after coming into the tomorrow, it's a possibility they might try to do it at 1:30 a.m. in the morning again, to try to keep us out or try to keep anybody who's trying to help out. So that'll be like the next area right there. That right there is 14 in Pennsylvania. 14 in Pennsylvania, literally one block over. There's another camp about as big as this one. This camp spread it from the corner of here, the corner of right here off of 14 and Logan, going down all the way to Grant. So you had a homeless encampment on this side, that side of the street that they're clearing, and all the way from here going down to the next. It's a shame. It's really shameful. Don't criminalize the homeless. They don't care. They don't have any solutions. They're not trying to come up with.
Be like, you know, it's going to be selfish just to stay in bed, but if that's what you choose. They roll their eyes and they're like, I'm staying in bed. Whatever, mom.
Can't seem to get up and down on
And as you come towards this way, going a little further, coming this way, you'll notice more of the encampment down here. They're throwing away tents. This is where they were throwing away tents from, down in this area. Here's the thing. They're not doing their job. They're not being human. Your job is to protect and serve. How are you protecting and serving disturbing homeless encampments at 1:30 a.m. in the morning with no solution on what they're gonna do next or where they're gonna go? Giving them a temporary housing solution for 2 days to be back on the street after 2 days, what does it do? What does it do? I mean, it makes no sense. For all of these places and locations, for all of the people that own so many buildings that are not being used on land that it's plenty of space on, it's common sense. Take some of the taxpayer money, place some of the taxpayer money, build coalition camps, build camps for people. Build camps, do at will training. You know what I'm saying? At work, at will training. Do things like that of that nature. Train them to where they can do more. Yeah, most people don't care though. They're not really. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Hitler's disciple. Yeah, they're only doing their job. Yeah, they've been doing their job since 1:30 a.m.
See, they're just now putting up the eviction notice?
Right. The eviction notices there. Yeah, I noticed that. What one of them actually claimed on live stream is that they were posted last week, and yet we donate.
Down there might be a good place to film.
Oh yeah.
For propaganda. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, we don't do propaganda. It's true.
Yeah. So basically, there was a claim that there was a notice placed last week. However, we know that to be false due to the fact that Cut the Plastic, as well as We the People 303 and a couple other organizations, we all get together to drop off and donate food and clothing to the homeless on a daily basis. And we've been doing it for months. This didn't just start with protesting. Like, we've been basically feeding the homeless and everything like that for months. So we're out here very often and never seen it. Oh yeah, anti-famine. Denver Homeless Out Loud, yeah. Teresa's here actually. She's here. She's moving around, but Teresa's here. What's the plan? What is the plan? Can anybody tell me what the plan is? You have nothing else to do in your life but to come harass the homeless. Here's the thing. If people didn't actually know. Here's the thing. Where to begin on that part of the conversation? This shit's crazy. There's no end game. There's nothing. 10 by the tree. I remember, when we camped out here, we were the first ones that camped out here. Human love, solidarity. Love you. Okay. All right, Lori. Dad guarded the hangman. Did he give you more information about that? Did he tell you anything? How was it for him? What was his experience? being the one who had to actually guard the hangman. Most definitely. Appreciate it, human love. When a cop honestly tells you there's no end game, they have no goal, there is no housing, there is none of that. So what I tried to do was ask that cop the same exact question another bystander asked. So what he decided to do was change up the information that he would express due to the fact that he noticed I was filming.
What up, dude?
So after noticing I was filming, or took over Cut's feed basically for the most part, felt the need to change up information and say, hey, I'm just a patrolman. I don't know, you'd have to talk to administrative, but you yourself as a patrolman just spoke on behalf of administration if that's the case. So now they're coming out with all of the trash cans. Now it starts to begin for real, for real. So what they do normally is what they'll say to certain people is, hey, you know, we have clean garbage cans. What we'll do is we'll place your items in these clean garbage cans and then we'll take them to our facility off of 14th and we'll store your items. However, we actually had a couple vehicles that tailed some said trucks to the said locations to where storage is normally supposed to be at, and no vehicle made it there, and we were stopped by the police from doing
I'm unable to speak right now because I don't have my camera in my hand and I'm not used to being so naked. I was thinking about going along the fence line.
Mm-hmm.
I went like.
I thought about that too. It's not really that much space for you to get back there.
It was still dark.
Like after you get past a certain part, it's really not space. No space. I had already thought about that because I wanted to get them.
They bitched at me earlier for it too.
I mean, I walked like halfway down and then I was like, I'm kind of stuck here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got kind of stuck a little.
Well, maybe we need to go around the block then and get to the other corner.
Like, you can make it through there.
All the way down the sidewalk to the other end?
Yeah, probably not. Not when you get to like a certain mark. When you get towards like that certain middle bend right here is where it gets kind of close.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was going to try to take the camera off, so I think we should just go around the block then. But now you're going to get stuck in the middle with me. That's one of the adventure.
All right, so we're going on an adventure. I just hope I don't get stuck, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me if the video might be a little blurry for just a couple seconds. Yeesh. I ain't the biggest guy in the world, but goddamn.
Hey, Red.
Are you talking about the Blue Lives Matter flag? Yeah, Blue Lives Matter flag right here at the Starkey International Institute. Yeah. Yeah, with razor wire on the end so nobody can tamper or touch the Blue Lives Matter flag. Look at the barbed wire. Who does this?
Yeah, this is my guy. He wanted us to have a van. Here, can I have that for a second? Are people enjoying the Red Show?
Yeah.
They are, good.
No, I doubt it, Lou. Nobody was actually trying to vandalize it. I mean, in all actuality, it's a possibility. I mean, allegedly. I mean, we could say that about a lot of things. Somebody might try to vandalize something, or somebody might try to do something. I mean, either way it goes, you know.
I just want you to see that the mayor's chief of staff is cleaning trash over here. And I just don't understand why the mayor's chief of staff.
I agree too. Nazi sympathizers do that. They most definitely do. I would
out
agree.
here doing this. Like, is this his community service hours? Is this his repentance?
I don't see this helping the community whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why the mayor's chief of staff, who, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but the mayor's chief of staff was in an email after I was found to be innocent of any crimes or wrongdoings for saying fuck the police on the 16th Street Mall.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor's chief of staff was in the email where the city attorney's office promised to ban me from the 16th Street Mall. Just so happened it's in the middle of an election year on election issues, including the mayor, right, that we were fighting for. He's in the same emails, and yet he's down here cleaning trash with a hand grabber and an orange construction bag. It just blows my mind. I mean, like, why is he here? Is he paid to be here?
Probably.
More than likely.
And then is he cleaning so that he doesn't look like he's just standing around doing nothing? Because if that's the case, I got some garbage grabbers in my car. We could come and help. Right? Volunteer services, by all means. If it's good enough for one person to volunteer, then we all should have the right to volunteer.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you going to work?
Yeah. Another
Good
thing
for
that
you.
they
I don't have a job yet,
Another
so I
thing
just
they
figured
did
that
too. They actually stopped a lot of protesters or people from the community that actually wanted to help and clean up, and they actually stopped Waste Management from coming to pick up articles and
Putting a
items.
zip tie on the pole.
Right.
That's on private property.
Yeah. So what they did, ladies and gentlemen, they stopped Waste Management and people from the community from cleaning up, so it would be another reason and excuse to move them out. That's why the trash has accumulated so much. A lot of them are actually clean, would trash their own items, put it in trash and garbage bags, and then they would place them in certain spots. But after so long, yeah, just kind of went everywhere. Nobody was really doing too much of anything. And here's Cut the Plastic.
Thanks, Red. Appreciate you.
Later, gotta go to work.
Get a job, ya bum. So, folks, good morning.
Oh, we already did that.
Hey, how you doing today? Oh. Well, hurry the flip up. Come around. Oh, it's the last thing he wants to say. I'm so late. Oh, no. Damn it.
This idea of not being able to provide water and all this single-use plastic, like ash. It's the problem. And I just want to say one last time to all the workers, you know, you can say no. You have the ability to say no and to fight for the people and to stand with us, because guess what? It could be your ass too. Thank you.
I didn't realize we were having a speaking.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ian. We also like to give our appreciation to people associated with Denver Homeless Out Loud. Yeah, thank you so much. We live over there, and we don't do this often. We don't just out of the blue create a protest and advocate for homeless people. And I'm thinking about other people in my building with those same experiences of actually no experience organizing or being a part of a protest. And so, yeah, this was intended for everyone, including them, to join us. But apparently, it seems like it's just us, people from Ian's organization or the DSA or Denver Homeless Out Loud, organizations that have consistently been connecting with houseless people, while no new people, such as just your average Joe or Joanna or them, just they're not here, and that hurts because like that's the transformational shift that we're trying to create. And it's sad that a lot of people close their ears and already have presumptions and notions that criminalize and dehumanize homeless people. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, we're just planning on protesting and going with the flow in terms of what happens over here. But yeah, thank you so much.
I just want to say one last thing, and that's what I've noticed at some of these protests against this and what's happening to the unhoused have gotten violent. It completely changes the narrative, and it becomes about the police and no longer about the issues with the unhoused. So I welcome you to be frustrated. I welcome you to chant and cheer, but violence only works against what we're working for. Thank you.
I'm sorry. So, for those of you who are unaware, pardon me, thank you. This is what it's going to look like tomorrow, but it'll be on this side of the street. Okay, so let's look at this too. We're going to put this public notice out here. It says, "This is my son, David G. Morris II. He answers to whiskey. We have not heard from him in several months. He was last seen in the Wheat Ridge, Arvada, Colorado area. There's a rumor going around that he was found dead in a hotel room. I spent several hours on the phone with various coroner offices and no one has any information. There's a missing persons report, WR 20007784, and he is not in custody. If you know where he is, or even that he's okay, please reach out. Please help my son. Please share." David G. Morris II, aka Whiskey. If you see or hear of this man, please put out notice. So this is going to look like this in less than 24 hours. And then they're going to go down the street 2 blocks after that the next day and continue this process. It's the whole block, 13th to 14th, right? These are the...
That's exactly what I was saying.
These are the issues. We got to say that the housing, not sweeps. That's right. And so I missed you guys speaking out here earlier because I was on the other side of the fence line. But you live next door in the area. And so I heard you saying yesterday, I think it was, that you actually have gotten to have some relationships with people that are out here.
Yeah, so before, yesterday, last last week we visited the encampment, asked people whether it would be okay for us to be even out here, because that's very important as to what they think. And we got generals from like 11 people that we talked to. They responded with the positive acknowledgement and support that they, support us being out here. So that's the first point. And the second point is that, people from that building over there, very expensive building.
Begin with.
That's exactly right. And especially this building is crazy expensive. And we know that the people over there right now at 7 a.m. are sleeping very comfortably, while people right on their block are being swept away. Not, because they want to, but because it is by force. And so, it's a really disgusting power dynamic that you have people and city council, with their nice polished desks and their leather seats. If you think about that and the decisions that they make from over there and the ramifications that it has, the consequences that it has for people who don't often have a platform on which to speak on, and the police also, following orders to displace people from their homes, from the place that they want to be in, because they have no other option. And so that is what hurts, and that is why we're out here. Neighbors for neighbors, because they are our neighbors too.
Okay, so I'm going to ask questions if it's okay.
Yeah.
Out here on the streets, did you find that there was heavy sex trafficking in your neighborhood?
So, yeah, we did it. So we acknowledge, right, that there may be some drug dealing, some other possibly immoral things happening, like domestic violence.
Domestic violence. Oh, that's a good answer.
Right. So I come from a home of domestic violence. I grew up surrounded by domestic violence at home. And that is one of the reasons why I'm a legal immigrant, because we were able to do paperwork, and because we grew up in such a messed up home. And so, those are the things that when I see it, I know that it's there.
Yeah.
Like, those are the things that we have seen in one of the tents. And such things like domestic violence, drug use, we don't really see that. Maybe it's kind of hidden. But we acknowledge that although they may exist for some, like, people may do that, like,
It's not the predominant thing that you've experienced.
That's right. That is not.
And that's what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, exactly. And so there are people out here that just want to live and survive and thrive even, but we're not letting them. And the city and many others are responsible for that. And partly we are responsible for it too. That's why we're out here. Right?
We have different reasons why we're here. For me, I come from a normal background. I just mind my own business. And then one day, I received an invitation from the management of my building.
You ain't gonna believe this.
Hold on one second, I'm interviewing this folks.
One day I received an invite from the management of my building, asking me to join a meeting with the police and with all the members of the community to talk about the issues with the homelessness. And there's this one guy who said how he doesn't want his daughter to see all the crimes going on and see the poverty, the dirtiness of the place. And I just wonder, like, do you really want your daughter to see that when you see something dirty, even that they are human, you just push them away? Is that something you want to teach your daughter? And so I see that conflict in morals, and I just think, okay, I mind my own business, but now I think I need to stand up against this hypocrisy.
I value that very importantly, what you say there, because it's a moral issue for me. As a taxpayer, as a resident, as an employer in Denver, the fact that my workers sometimes don't have a bathroom to go to. They don't have a place where they can walk out and drink some water. The basics that we need as a clean communities, right? I complain about the fact that there's no garbage cans on the sidewalk. And next to the garbage can, there's no compost and no recycling, right? But we can't even take care of people properly, right? Just yesterday, I was showing an idea from, I think it was from Japan. An artist created public toilets, and they're glass boxes. And when somebody you can see in them, but when you close the door to use the bathroom, the electricity closes, and all the whites, the walls become dark, and you can't see through them. And it's the kind of humanity and, like, as a culture, the respect that people have to have for themselves and each other as humans. To say, yeah, we should have bathrooms where everybody can use them. We should have garbage and recycling where everybody, or housing for all human beings. And it's not just Denver's problem, right? It's Longmont's problem, it's Lakewood's problem, it's Westminster and Arvada. Because if you are the town of Westminster or Edgewater and you're not putting in low-income housing to share the burden for all the communities, then it just comes to Denver. So I appreciate you. I was really grateful when you folks came out with all the signs. That's what I keep telling some of my friends is we need more signs all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just so grateful for you out here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. To save that. Boom.
My name is Colleen Slovin. I'm a reporter for the Associated Press. If you're not talked out yet, I'd just like to talk to you a little bit about why you want to do the protest.
Sure. So my name is Alexis Valenciano.
It's terrible. I was on there for a total of 6 hours, and I was like, these people are fucking crazy.
They take the same level.
Guys, can you move your camera, please? We got a car coming out. Thank you.
Hey, you're supposed to have a hands-free device. Pretty sure that's Colorado state law, isn't it?
Yeah, that cop didn't enforce it. That is actually not true. Oh my god, that is 100. I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh, he just said that it's not Colorado state law that you have to have a hands-free device. And that's not.
It's not?
You're not allowed to make phone calls while driving unless it's on a hands-free device.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just said it's not.
That dude
And
just
he's
lied.
wrong.
That dude just lied to my face.
It's legal for cops to lie to you. The Supreme Court has said so.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's legal for them to trick you.
Well, I just
Yay,
like
the
to
cops
point
are
it
full
out
of
for the
shit.
general public and posterity. So, existence of fascists and Islam propaganda. Okay, I suppose it's probably getting close to shower time. I caught the mayor's chief of staff running a garbage pickup, and I was thinking about going back down to the recycling bin.
Good, good.
The ride will turn the heat on. That's easy.
I'll message you. We actually have yeah. I love this about it forever. Yeah, tonight is the one with spot. Yeah, lots at 5:30. It's very awesome.
Yeah, just get some of that room, I think, to this side, huh?
They know that it's not. They know that we need other housing. That they feel. And but yet.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about going back there this morning, like now. How much battery do I have? 39%.
Howard, where are they supposed to go?
But it's unfortunate. Right, but at the same time, that it's not even if yeah, so yeah. A lot of benefits there. It's just like the timing is so it's just the way it doesn't really like show the support that we have in we still have just protest today. We didn't do it now, so we're mutes. Yeah, so we didn't do it now. And also in next door, with the 20 people, different people like next door, 30 something like we don't really
Inquire about how long it takes. Well, I was thinking about camera running down to the spot right now.
kind of sad watching this happen. I don't know, like, it makes me this is talking to me for my eyes, and
Fine, it's on the other side of the fence, where they open the gate and everything, and they're areas.
I think about they have the college degree, and there's something pressure me.
I'm actually trying to investigate right now.
It's hard that they're not listening.
Can I open this for you?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not like I can get any assistance with food. How you like riding there?
So far, I have been
Where headed to, brother?
telling you a lot
I have no idea. I'm gonna go to my mom's for the day.
but I just don't know what it is.
But after that,
Because their staff hasn't been but at the same time, like, they have more
notice it said like
yeah, for me, it's about the neighborhood, how the neighborhood behave, how the neighborhood.
well, you know, you
Someone's gonna do something.
You definitely can.
It's at the wall because we can hear it from the wall. In terms of Microsoft Teams meetings.
Straight on your bike?
That's it. So a lot to say. Advocating for this thing. Like after that, you're like, cool. Like, what can we find? We try to reach out.
I'm not gonna touch it. We're in order. Yeah.
This is
No, I'm not even gonna say that while it's going into the camera so that there's some power recording. Oh, by the way, what did it say?
Yeah, we did with this. That's good.
Okay, I don't know if this thing can hear me, but that is 180IXZ for an unmarked police vehicle. So that's useful information.
Rewind.
But then I think like the customer reason
No, right here, look. Jimmy, sit it down.
And so, yeah, I think this is for me too, but like trying to do something. So, people like you are call us and we're going to get the word out. Or if not, social media.
Oh, there we go.
Because obviously we can't do it person to person. People like thousands. People just don't want to come to you, I guess. Just protest. So, how do we get to like other people who support us? To like them, who are interested in and like reaching out to like those types of people, the general efforts and the voters, who work for city council, mayor, that's the people like you. That's how we get our message. Yeah, so diet for you. But in terms of like talking as a factor, crisis, like definitely.
He's selling himself to shake Rod, just shake it off, don't let him get to you.
Want to make our presence more known, you might be going to either end of the fence where there's more traffic, no cars can come through here. Green, want to take signs down there, there's a lot of cars down there. There's a lot of cars down there. It's not impossible down that way. That is correct. They were down there. We want to let people know that we're prepared. That's a good just if it feels like something.
Proposition to move generally towards that area. Seems valid. I second that.
So are people like
I love your pins.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Well, there's like a whole thing where you're just like, make you feel like you're going one way.
I've worked in a warehouse night shift, so I know what they look like. The type of customer.
Wow. Look how easy it is, y'all.
Yeah, it's like actually, there was one that I'm connection with friends and families. This type of
Vai, Gui. Ainda vem? Olha. Next one.
I'm gonna do a time lapse.
It's not one, but two marshmallows.
Yeah. You can pick it up.
I don't know if I can. It's a little heavy. Oh god, it's so heavy. Oh man, now he's pulling along. Hey, you looking out more? You should.
auditioning for a play.
You should quit your fucking job. You're a terrible cop.
All right, now we can't call him weak. We have to call him what he actually is. Jatsy.
What's the difference?
Kyle couldn't play football, so Kyle tried to prep squad. Kyle's got scary. So I think he's good. Oh, wow.
You're excused, Piglet.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Guys, Channel 9's been down here all morning and they finally packed up. I wish you guys would have gone down and hung
We
with
did
them.
announce that they were there, but no one seemed to mobilize
Yeah,
that way.
well, they just packed up.
Maybe, well. Okay.
Yeah, they're like so far away from anything.
I mean, we still should maybe move to that corner because that's where all the cars are. But
what's over there?
People, visibility, coverage, traction, things like that. I think everyone's just kind of saying like if we moved it that way, your signs would be seen by like cars and passerby.
Also,
Yeah, either of those two intersections would probably be better than. Yeah.
should we make a recommend
We.
But I think
Yeah. There's no way to get to.
You got stuff in there.
Yeah, I got my woman with. How can I get in? How can I get in?
Just lift the gate. Yeah, I don't. Just be careful, man. You know they're looking to antagonize people.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
They got all that drama.
I can reopen it if you want to, but we were.
Oh, that was. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised.
You're like, fuck, I've been up since 3 a.m.
We also have 001 YRR as another unmarked police vehicle. Do with that what you will.
I can love them and still say that they're crusty.
I think it's on the show. But I found something that was interesting here. Because there was a black coalition that was against the violence. Thanks for being out here.
I have some relationships. I've been serving this camp for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So, if you run into this issue, that would
documents. There's defensive shooting, change your body and mind to respond. Some petitioners or something. I don't really know what all that is. No, I don't have that capacity. Here we go.
Oh, this one is a paramedic question.
Yeah, I am. I'm one of the advisors.
Okay, well, you want to
Thank you. So appreciate it. I actually got it covered on MSNBC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on there a couple weeks.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks.
Sorry about that. No, I agree. I think
There's software
what I'm highly concerned about is that this one says ice cream.
Oh, by the Toyota stuff? Yeah, I think if you were over here where everyone's ice stuff, or even if you went down a further block to like you're waving on, you get all the I mean, visibility's good, so it's great. It's awesome. Now you have this. Yeah. Well, it's like we control the narrative, we have the people, we have the money. Control the narrative. So what's on? Okay, I think this is important forever.
Congratulations, you've been appointed to serve on the Denver Women's Commission for Children Learning 2022 and being successful. Recycling bin? Yeah, on the street. This should all be our taxpayer dollars being used if private phone numbers. When we were marching by it last night, I just opened them and found a list of emails for $4.5 million city homeless funding, and they had a computer that was on there, and T-Hole's email was not involved. And I was like, why is T-Hole involved? So then they called us to kind of... mayor's office, right there, baby. This is like the mayor's recycling bin. It should have been shredded. There's court documents in here. There was all kinds. Oh, this one was the one that struck me really interesting. Did you see those letters in the sky from God? They spelled out November 25, not Christmas. This was legitimately. Like here's a whole bunch of We Hear You, October 2nd flyers. This is just a really good use of ink. Yeah, there's court documents in here, right? You think that the court documents with numbers would get shredded. Yeah. That should be shredded. Exactly. Should be safe shredded. Oh yeah, that's a contact information for the Board of Homelessness and Housing. Oh my God, that was.
Those offices are specific.
Yeah.
Get that.
Just random court documents and all the stuff that we found in the recycling bin. This is a CFI contact information. Retainer, hourly rate, moral, state name. Some of these are like personal court information. Protection orders. This is a whole contact information. Some of it might be good, some of it might be useless. It is useless. But then you find emails. This judge wants vacation.
I just like look at that.
This is the board member for the housing advisors, and this is their contact info. There's like resident Salesforce. Resident, you know that. Just like so much Rob, please listen to me on this one. Don't ever see us or any other living. That's an exhibit or petition. And divorce and custody shit. This shit should not be public. This should not be in recycling bin. This should be shredded. That's no, these are public records. These are public numbers. But these are not public phone numbers. They're not individual. These are evidence of trials, people's cases. There's tax records here.
99s. That's kind of why I grabbed it. No, I was just running down a protest line last night, opened up a recycling bin behind a building, and found emails about homelessness and a whole list of like 20 or 30 people who were on like big money programs for like $4.5 million in homeless projects. And then I just gotta tell you that yeah, they help this guy out and he helps you in time for the mayor to finish your idea. I see your eyes smiling over there. I said, I see your eyes smiling over there. Your eyes have smiled. There is some stuff in there.
What are you doing? Trying to help you. Trying to help. Okay. Trying to help you.
Oh, good. You going out there?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll open it. We'll see if the cops.
Yeah, you know.
Good for you.
You know all the stuff. You got a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
You gotta keep working on. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Excuse me. Hang on. Could you tell Chris?
Now, say that again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll make it. I just got probably just moving from there to there.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually how it goes. Yeah. If anybody else needs a car, we have
I'm just gonna let him out, or just let him out, and I'll go down and tell him.
Austin, apparently, yeah, there's a Alright, it's time to take a shower, I think. So you're gonna get It's gonna have a piece of the city.
Oh, so there's still 25 of you here. My battery's dead, dying, and almost gone. I just want to say, bounce, Caroline, one hot gal. Thank you, Human Love and Solidarity, Morbid Angel, everybody who's here. Frank Sturgill, I need to see you in person. And if you need to message me directly to get the appropriate information to coordinate such efforts, I got to tell you that I'm ending this live stream to call my attorney because there's some really interesting information that I just accumulated in a spot that I shouldn't have been able to. Good morning.
Yeah, I think they will. I think if I hold out, there's the black woman there in gray, and got that brown pant.
So we're negotiating to get people's stuff out, by the way, as you watch this garbage can. Frank Sturgill, if you're in here, we got to connect. Red did good. Thanks, Rebecca C. Yes, sweet as sugar. Hey, you know, I've been meaning to catch up with you. Sweet as sugar. If you're still on here, to say hello. Good morning. Did anybody wish you a happy Fuck the Cops Day yet today, sir? Who's got a phone on him right now? I got an email address. We're going to do core demands to the mayor. We're going to ask for the specific end homelessness as a core request. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So the email address is mayor's office at denvergov.org.
I'm just offering. Oh, to help people get their items on the store. Okay, so if they are trying to move their items.
And the email just literally needs to say this. Per Cora, please send your plans to end homelessness in Denver. That way.
Cops fucking suck dick.
Always a fun morning.
Did you read this one?
I have.
there yet, but that one was mind blowing.
Yeah, I was like, what the?
Okay, did you get the second email address I was going to give you? I'm sorry. I didn't tell you that I was going to do that, did I?
Yep. All right. What's the second one?
So just forward the next one with this address in it. You should be good. So it's THERESA dot MARCHETTA Marchetta at denvergov.org.
So just try it in front of my car there.
Are you the gatekeeper? I love you. Thank you for showing that we can do this.
I'm de facto gatekeeper.
That's good. It makes them more useless. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, can I ask what paper you're with?
I am glad you
I just want you to know that at your feet are bank numbers, payment accounts, court records, emails from the mayor that were not shredded, but just put in the recycling bin willy-nilly. I got private phone numbers for the mayor's security detail. Just right there in that box. All kinds of stuff.
Any personal, like divorce, custody.
Information on child minors.
There's this giant divorce one.
Shouldn't that be shredded?
And then we also have someone's manifest.
Oh, did I catch your attention?
I mean, I'm here to cover
I know you
people
are,
that
but-
are experiencing homelessness.
But this is not supposed to be unshredded.
We also have someone's manifesto, so.
I mean, I don't. Are you recording?
Yeah, I can
I'll
mute.
say what I want to say.
Hold on. No, I wouldn't want you to either. That's why we're not.
I didn't think I was gonna get my car back.
Okay, so.
Is it still in there?
No, I just bought it out.
Oh. That is fucked up.
This dude's manifesto. 30-page manifesto.
So for those of you who are just hanging out in the backgrounds.
Oh, and they're double-sided.
They're double-sided. Oh, you didn't even know.
Oh, Jesus.
All double-sided.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so Charlotte asked us to come in on the other end.
Did you see those letters in the sky from God? They spell out November 25th, not Christmas.
Yeah, you're all right. All right, thanks, guys.
Who did he send this to?
I don't know. Frank Sergio, we have to meet. I'm not kidding you. I have acquired some of the most craziest shit in my life. This is plastic for that. This is going in here. That's a hole.
I'm just really having fun on this.
This here is a whole feed by itself.
It's a fucking.
It's a manifesto.
We literally found someone's manifesto, right? Oh yeah.
And it's got a court document. Oh, it's dated on the mayor's office.
So someone sent this to the mayor's office. Some fucking nut sent this to the mayor's office.
Wait. I gotta read some of this now.
Okay.
Go ahead, read it.
Okay.
I got a low battery though, just so that you know. We're at 10%.
All right. We gotta. I'll go in front too, just because this is hilarious. All right. So we found someone's manifesto, and it's absolute insanity. All right. So here it goes. It does not matter if you are a Democrat or a Republican. If you want to stay alive and have air to breathe, you need to share these things. Fact number one, Republican President Ronald W. Reagan is the only one who pushed the Chinese president, Deng Xiaoping, into deciding to make a world genocide plan to solve the population problem. Back in the... Back in the.
Are you not even gonna say excuse me, Hunter?
I'm reading a crazy man's manifesto.
But you know how to say excuse me when you're about to hit somebody with the fence?
No, he just knows how to assault.
DMU instructor 07007 D Hunter. Go ahead.
And we back. All right. So, where was I? Oh yeah, President Ronald Reagan is the one who pushed the Chinese president Deng Xiaoping into deciding to make a world genocide plan to solve the population problem. In the early 80s, because Ronald Reagan wanted the nuclear war to happen. He wanted the nuclear world war to happen during his presidential watch. Reagan wanted the war, the nuclear war.
Fact number one. What is fact number what? One?
No, we're on number two.
Oh, number two.
We're on number two now. Democrat President Barack Obama is the worst traitor, cold-blooded, most stingy, greedy, cowardly president that the entire world has known to date. These are the facts about individuals that must come out, Republicans and Democrats. Is that no matter who wins this next election, GOD, I'm pretty sure you meant GOP.
No, God.
God, oh God. God says that the Chinese are going
to what?
To use their Chinese nuclear weapons on approximately November 25th, 2020. Joe Biden is clearly by far the worst candidate once these facts about the ongoing USA Chinese invasion and the ongoing USA traitor-assisted biological weapon coronavirus are fully disclosed. The USA population's knowledge of these things is essential prior to us being able to prosecute the guilty US traitor individuals, including Joe Biden. It is 100% true and newsworthy. Let us say that it is our constant shareable opinion, prayerfully obtained from God. That's the first, that is the first page of this fat stack of probably like 50 pages, and they're all fucking double-sided. We found a manifesto. It is crazy. We found a crazy man's manifesto. It's pretty great. Where's Tuesday?
And that's how we just go scare people. Alright, well, my reading is gone. The batteries are dying. I gotta go take a breakfast run at things, huh? Clean up. Blind justice in court right now, an hour ago it looks like, in Madison. Isn't that absolutely insane?
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely insane that I may or may not have the phone numbers of the mayor's private security detail just thrown willy-nilly into a recycling bin instead of shredded. Yeah.
Is it possible for us to stop it?
Holy shit.
For real?
I did not.
Sensitive info?
I saw it, I was like, I gotta sleep. No. I just wanted to respond, but then I was like, no.
Oh, there we go.
I tried to put if you're able, but I think I didn't say that. I just
Good job. No matter what, it's a good job.
There's a lot of
Another day.
100%. True. Oh, that's how you.
It's crazy. So, news of the day is that we have found the phone numbers of some of the mayor's private security guards detail amongst the non-shredded information that the city just recycles instead of puts through private processing.
Was this just tossed out?
A whole box of it. AP. See the man in the maroon shirt over here?
Yeah.
Did you get to talk to Ian?
Yes.
Okay. Just check it, because he was out here on Sunday participating in cleanup, just like community-based, social,
And doing the water.
civil defense, yes.
I'm asking right now. The tents and the tarps are some of the things we get.
I know, that's seriously scary.
This is crazy. Where is this from?
This has to be a joke, right? Yeah.
The mayor's office.
Look, it's double fucking sided. This dude, whoever sent this to the mayor's office.
You need extra hands pulling it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They got put on this table.
He was gonna walk away, and I was like, I'm an advisor for the STAR
I think
program.
that's where people are congregating to grab food.
The STAR program is, it started June 1st. It's made about 500 calls.
These two.
You call 911 and you get intervention that is
This
absolutely.
is so bad. Oh, this is new.
So
This
you
just
get
came out.
medical and a mental health provider. We're actually here on site now. It's a rather small scope. Look, and the best part is they're all double-sided. They're going to be advisors. They're double-sided. They're double-sided. No, I know. I think they might let me.
Who the hell does this?
This dude has lost his shit. It's all just one thing. Yeah. Some dude's fucking manifesto. Oh my god. September mayor fucking stamped it and threw it in the trash. Then you lose all your shit anyway. But now you're dealing with something else. And what if you're a heavy stamp? You have a job. And actually, probably the most disappointing thing I forget today. It was probably like an official stamp. Okay. Hope it doesn't get any worse than this. Okay, thank you.
I'm just helping with this part.
Hey, can I get through? I got a kid right here. No, I do. Don't look at me like that.
I mean, come on in.
shit, huh? So, it's come to my understanding that is the author of Denver in Decay. That's Stephen Tubbs. He's a Republican mouthpiece for the city and county of Denver, or in the metro area, state of Colorado here. Has a Republican news show. And video director for Denver in Decay. It's a video that I declined to be in after I spoke to my attorney, because I found it would have been probably bad for me.
Hey man, that's Stephen Tubbs right there,
Mhm.
right wing motherfucker.
I know. This must be his Republican savior crew. Back there with their flags on their faces and shit. Oh, I got a cam back. You want to figure out who I am?
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to your cameraman.
My cameraman?
Yeah, the guy.
See you with Denver Homeless Outlet? No? You got
Check. Hey, to all of our supporters over here, we're just gonna bring awareness to this gentleman, Tubbs over here, who likes to denigrate women, racist.
Stefan, I'm sorry.
Right out here, we'd love for all of you to come over here and stand in solidarity against this kind of bullshit. This man calls people pigs on the radio.
How are you
Disrespect.
Good, pretty good. How are you? Good.
Getting in people's faces, obviously, right now.
Are you here to walk in up on
Is this the
people?
one we're talking about?
Don't have, yeah, this guy right here. This is Stefan.
No one's allowed past the fence.
That's true.
No one's allowed past the fence. Am I walking past the fence?
No, but he's walking up on people. Yeah, you should be
Thank you. We have a vehicle that needs to. Let's step aside. Are you a police officer? No, then get out of my face.
Oh, yeah. We're
I'm not in your
crap.
face.
You guys do have a police order.
If I was a police officer, would you lick my boot?
You guys never see
I think you're on the wrong side of the fence there, buddy.
You're
You come on out.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
You think you're fine?
Yo.
D. Hunter, what do you think about that?
Is he with you?
Can I go join that side of the fence?
Is he with you?
Can I go use the bathroom?
We'll figure it out.
Because I just want to know if he's with you. If these guys are with you.
Actually, it's fine because we're going. What I'd like to do is be able to get to the box.
He's a block away and he wants to walk to his vehicle.
Well, if I wanted to walk to my vehicle, I'd have to get fucked. So why don't you do the same?
You guys all buddies?
Steven?
Or what?
You're gonna let me through?
No,
Wait, no, I gotta get to my
Hey,
car. I'm gonna go this way now.
I'm afraid. My name's Stefan,
You got that,
and I'm afraid.
Whoa, hey, watch it, guys. Police protecting fucking racist Nazis.
Well, yeah, they're all racist Nazis.
Come on, you guys. Come on.
I'm afraid for my safety.
Oh, my God.
I gotta go in the concentration camp fence. Good job, Stefan.
My car, dumbasses. Look how the cops are your friends, huh?
Yeah. Look at that. They're buddies.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Who exactly was that?
That's Stephen Tubbs, the Republican racist.
Hey, so why'd they let him?
Because he was afraid for his safety and he needed an escort to his car a block away. Was that your friend?
Which one?
The guy that just was afraid for his safety?
No, I don't have any friends. Too long in prison.
Michael Savage next.
So what are you guys up to today?
Making sure these people are okay and we got a place to go. But I don't like these guys.
Well, we also are out here to make sure that these people have a place to go.
We just have opposite views, that's all.
I think we might actually find a place to be in the middle then.
We kind of do.
Because I think that my message has been for 8 years in this city that there's no water, and there's no bathrooms, and the average human being doesn't get the decency of taxpayer expense to provide for humanity and sanitation in this city.
I agree, but I'm not from this city.
Well, where I grew up, we had a little bit more higher moral taste for taking care of one another.
We take care of these guys. What I don't like, though, is I came out here and bled a whole bunch of people to clean this block up so all these old people could come out here and sit outside. I got in fight after fight since January, and I'm not going to see this street get abused again. I'm not going to see the drug dealers move back in. I'm not going to see the thieves coming down here and stealing from kids who got kids that are working their asses off to put food in their kids' mouths.
Okay.
That's why I tell these guys when they set their tents up, set them on the side of the building so they're out of the weather. But I don't want the bullshit on this block again.
Okay, well, I'm glad
I want to
that
make sure these people have food and they're not taking advantage.
I'm glad that we have an agreement that we don't need the drug dealers, we don't need the sex traffickers that are abusing human beings because they're addicted. We don't need that shit in our city.
Nope, we don't.
So I think that that's a good place to start for all of us.
It is a good place to start.
I'm Brian, by the way. They call me Cut.
They call me Richie Two Skins.
Richie, nice to meet you. Yeah, that guy, he's a little bit more on the questionable side of things. But I think we could definitely agree that there's some basis where we need to be. And human needs, shelter, housing, water, toilets, right? Nobody needs to fill up the court system because they couldn't pee in a sanitary methodology.
Well, there's a bunch of us who know all about that.
Yeah. When I graduated from Metro, I ended up living under the bridge at Elitch Gardens because my landlord wanted to double the rent on the house.
Are you an Antifa member?
Am I an Antifa member? Yeah, I'm not a card-carrying world leader of Antifa. I'm a member of Occupy Denver, though. I see. My grandfather was actually an Antifa member. Yeah, he fought in World War II. He serviced the planes that did the spy photographs before and after they dropped the bombs in Japan. He was a Marine that served, in World War II. He was an anti-fascist. My other grandfather was an anti-fascist too. He was on a destroyer for the United States Navy. He fired those big guns.
You want to know what my grandfather did?
What did your grandfather do?
He killed Nazis.
Ah. So he was an anti-fascist.
Anti-fascist, sinking Nazi boots. When I say boots, I mean boots.
So how about you?
I killed communists. 88 to 91.
Wait, that was a Cold War. There wasn't a lot of people dying during that time.
That's what you think.
Oh, he's Black Ops.
Not Black Ops, but I was in a special warfare unit.
I've played that video game too, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not the video game, I'm the real deal. I went straight from there to 23 years in prison.
No, I'm going to tell you that I believe Two Skins is the real deal.
I believe him too.
I wish I had man, I'm doing hold on the 10% though, huh?
Oh, nice.
We've met common ground, okay?
Your battery is higher than mine.
This is the right thing to do to get on the speaker.
It was, yeah. I mean, it caused these guys to pay a little bit more attention too. But they're here to keep an eye on things as well, I think.
Who, us?
Yeah.
No, we're working in this job site. We're just spectators.
Well, you're keeping an eye on things too, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's the public sidewalk. It's
That is what spectating
the people's
is, yeah.
the people's duty to observe their government officials in the dereliction of their duties.
Good luck, dude. I'm going to work.
Don't you have that all like on separate videos too? Him walking up and getting in my fucking face.
I wonder if anyone caught what I said to him, because he's not like that. That like I tried to stop him from getting into like, are you a cop? And I was like, would you lick my boot? And he was just like, that's so fucking cute.
Ground with them?
Huh?
You guys try to find a middle ground with them?
Well, we were in the middle
cops?
of the road.
Yeah, technically, actually, my views represent myself, and I would say that I do.
I grew up my whole life hating them fuckers.
You know, my father was a cop, and then he quit because of the corruption in the police department.
There's a lot of it.
But you know, I called Commander Sanchez the other day because somebody reached out to me. They wanted to do a needle exchange program, and to get funded by the World Health Organization, they had to work with the local police department. And I got to tell you that the commander has not returned my phone call to actually do the boots on the street work.
Politics has their hands in too much shit
Oh, yeah.
right now to get anything like that done. But you got to start with these guys that are.
No, not all of them are
beat
bad.
Cops. These cops, about 20 of them, watched me over at Liberty Park beat a guy down with a pipe into a bloody pulp because 5 or 6 of them jumped a 16-year-old kid over there because he was white. They turned their backs. You got to find him a ground with them if you want to get anywhere. But screaming at him and shit, manipulate him. Use manipulation. Don't.
That's a good idea.
It's what I do around here, and they turn their back every time. There's a lot of drama on this book, a lot of death.
Well, you know, it was just 2 nights ago. We were just a couple blocks away, with a shooting, 20-some rounds fired, right? And they're just fucking, or they're just dicking around. It's just a joke of life to them. They're not really like. It seems like they're not really wanting to do something to make a change.
Their hands are tied right now.
Because if I was patrolling the drug district and having relationships with the people that live down the streets, then I might not push these people out if they're not drug dealing. I might focus on the manufacturers.
You and I both know why they're pushing these guys out right now.
Of course I do. It's the downtown business district.
It's because of the Denver and Decay video. It's because of the governor's mansion. It's because of all the bank.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting it, you should find a place for these people to go where they're safe.
It should. It really should. And that's what we're all trying to say. You know, this isn't the answer.
It's not the answer. And what these guys are doing is not the answer. It doesn't fix problems. It just incites violence.
Well, that woman is actually a resident.
That I can understand.
And yelling because she's
but
mad.
The rest of these guys starting to shoot at the cops is not going to get anywhere.
Well,
and I've been there. I've done it.
I understand, but it's stages, right?
I know.
Most of these people came out and started this process because they came out because they watched somebody die on camera, and the response to their physical presence was assault and abusiveness with chemical weapons and with excessive force. So they were radicalized in a week.
I understand.
Right? And they're learning more effective tools and resources, but our voices still matter. And when
everybody's voice matters.
It does.
But if you work together and find middle ground with these guys and work with them, you're going to solve a lot more problems if you do it the way they're doing
honey
it.
versus vinegar.
Sometimes that tastes good, man.
Yeah, but it's a process. It's a timeline, right? If you notice, like, a lot of us are not yelling and cussing all day. We might pick on a couple of people for being jackass moves, like hitting somebody with a gate instead of paying attention and being human.
But you got to look at what these guys got to deal with too.
Yeah,
I see it on this neighborhood. It's ridiculous. It's the first time in my life I felt bad for those guys. Some of the shit I've seen out here. I've helped these guys.
Performance meeting real fast a lot.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I've seen a lot of these guys carrying bodies out of here, and it fucking sucks, man. I'm tired of seeing it. Before all this happened, every day on this block, there's women shitting in the streets. There's the drug dealers, the violence. These guys right here are the ones that dealt with the violence on this block and cleaned the block up.
2018, my office was right here on the other side of this church, on the other side of the alley. I ran an office on the 3rd floor. I'm down here every fucking day.
You've seen it.
Sundays, every Sunday, rain, sun, or snow, we're on the 16th Street Mall with hot food for 150 to 200 people every week. I don't care if it's hailing out. We feed.
We do it with cash. But it's been since January, and this block did not look like this. From this all the way to Brook, we cleaned it up. These guys right here. And we try to look out for these guys. But we met middle ground with these cops.
Well,
fighting them doesn't work around here. It works, but You guys are outnumbered, man. You
No,
got
no, no,
It's
this is-
easier to find middle ground, even if you got to do it through manipulation to get shit done.
I
These
agree with
people
you.
are what should matter first before anything, before
But
any of
again,
our views. for
you got to
anything.
understand though that we're here to move them, right? If they would let us inside the fence line and not put a fence up between us, we'd be hauling their stuff.
Don't get upset then and talk to them. Talk to them about it. Don't get upset. Keep your emotions out of it. Find middle ground with them. I bet you I could do it.
We've tried to do that before.
But you guys are dressed the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, it's been an 8-year battle, right? You
You guys
gotta
are dressed wrong. You and I are the enemy. You're doing it the wrong way.
varying various tactics. What we have come to understand is that it needs a full spectrum.
You don't
of-
like the what?
Flat.
I'm a working man.
Me too.
I can't tell.
So what we want to say is that we have come to understand through mutual community discussions that it takes a wide variety of tactics, including my tactic of coming and having this conversation with you and finding that middle ground, right? Finding a place where we start and then we expand on it. And we're not going to agree on all things.
No, we're not.
Right? But to think that
They
this
both
is
accepted that. That's why we're still talking.
That's right. But to say that
That's
this is
the way to do it.
This is a start. But I want to tell you that it just takes another couple of phone calls, and I could triple this number.
It's funny,
right?
I could do the same thing,
And
but I
you
don't
could.
want to do that.
Exactly.
These are all kids. Look at them.
Yeah, they are kids.
Look at these guys. They look like kids. These guys been through the battle.
Yeah, they've been hardened. I can see it.
They have all been. To
Some of them
prison.
at different levels.
So.
And thank you for putting them into work and bringing them into meaningful use in their society.
So if I could talk to these cops, how many guys would you need to go in there to help these people move out of here?
Every one of these people is ready to go put down their coffee and haul
What
it.
if they don't allow that many?
Well, but see, what we're doing is we've been trickling it in. You know, see the pastor lady, right?
I saw a couple.
Then we've got two that just walked by the camera a couple minutes ago. So the vehicles that have been coming in and out, they're all ours, right? We are doing that.
I see them. I saw you yesterday. I listened to your words.
Appreciate it. We're out here. We're trying. You know, it's not always easy. And sometimes wishing somebody a happy fuck the cops day is also the medium. The middle ground, right? We can find a place to agree. Fuck the police, right? Because they're not what we need them to be. They're not focused on rape, on domestic violence, on the drug trafficking, on the unwilling sex trades.
Help them. Try helping them once in a while.
Well,
every one of these guys has. Every one of them. You gotta help them. That's how you force change. I was in a cage for 23 years where the only way to deal with something was survival of the fittest. The strongest guy wins. You gotta use the right words. You're obviously a spokesperson for these people. Use the right words, man. Go
Our
home and
community.
think about it. I hear you. Go home and think about it. It's nice meeting you.
Hey, nice meeting you too. Get out here, folks. Folks, if you didn't learn something from that, you missed the point of being out here. That was about finding a space for everybody to be. Those folks could understand and agree on the same thing that I agree on. And that is that this is fucked. This is completely fucked. So,
They do, that's great. I mean, these guys over here were all just like joking and laughing about the lady across the street. So I like,
Well-
glad that their like boss or whoever is a little cooler.
well, they're all from prison. They've all been done time, right? They have a different mentality on things in some ways than we might, right? But we found a spot in the middle, and that was that people should not have to shit on the street, and that the disadvantaged should not be taken abuse of by drug dealers and sex traffickers. And they've been cleaning the street. They've been moving the sex trafficker pimps off. They've been moving the crack dealers off the block, and that is community defense that I can agree with, right? If somebody wants to sell their body and they're in a consent manner, fantastic. If you're being hustled because you're high, I'm not down with that. So we found a middle spot to agree in.
I guess I'm just wondering is how they're cleaning that up. Are they like, what do you like? What? How are they doing that? Like, are those people getting arrested?
No, I think they might have actually said I know.
And they're not actually doing it.
The cops aren't access like that.
Maybe they're just out.
And I've been observing them. So they're interacting, they're having a relationship. Whoa!
De-escalate, guys. De-escalators, let's go.
De-escalate! Back up!
Yo! Just call that shit in.
This young lady right here, she's like 25 years old and she's been doing this work all her life. Since she was born. The day she was born, she started doing this, right? So
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I've got some more. I'm gonna try and go down to that corner too.
Okay, good, good.
take a break for it. Bless you. Trying to encourage the AP lady to break into the encampment. You know, it looks much better with the fence included, so that we feel like we're in like, you know,
What happened to that wall?
They tore it down. I think Ronald Reagan, the great Republican, said, "Mr. Gorbachev, this wall." What?
Gorbachev just did it for Pizza Hut.
Oh, he wanted pizza.
Yeah. That's why it dissolved the USSR. It's gonna
They won't let you get your arm. Yeah, I love that. But they've done that before.
I want y'all to see this too before we go, because I'm gonna leave soon.
Yeah, there are some.
This is just the every package here is another human being bringing the necessities of life, food, water. Did y'all get a sandwich? Look at those sandwiches. Oh my gosh. They're meat and cheese.
Sammy's.
The Sammy's over here.
Shit, alright. I guess I'm eating.
But they're all okay with me. When I was arrested, they are you gay? So they're all okay.
The volunteers are helping actively pack on the inside. I love you. Whoever cooked these?
Team effort.
Team effort. I get it though. I did Sunday morning. I did biscuits and eggs and cheese sandwiches for like an hour and a half on a live stream. While
People watching?
people were watching, I would do live streams out there. I don't think it's open
Blocked
yet.
it off because of what's happening here. It's 9:19.
Oh yeah, you should be able to go around that side, ma'am. Oh yeah, look, the ATM, the building's closed. The ATM's not open.
They closed it because of this?
What are they doing? Just letting everybody leave or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish we would just give everybody like zero. Yeah. Well, there's just so many like vacant homes. and we're just like, oh no, we have to make people pay for them. But like, just let them have it. Just let them have it. Yeah, they have nothing. It's so bad. Give them somewhere to like start. Have a home.
I was just talking to these construction workers that are working on these buildings. And they said they've been moving out the drug dealing from the neighborhood. Where's that whistle coming from? No, it's not. That's the guy with the bat.
Yeah, and also, yeah, like.
Good morning, ma'am. What do you think about all this?
I don't really want to be on anyone's film, but it's awful. But please don't.
I don't have your face on.
Are you guys are never police? So what's the plan? So I understand that there's a ban on but what's the city doing to create a safe outdoor space? Talk about it, but what's the plan?
She doesn't want to be on camera.
Purchasing the parking lot somewhere as a designated camping site.
Yeah, they've been talking about it for months. So like how can we keep treating people like cattle and pushing them along without a plan? Doesn't this feel inhumane?
No, I just told you what our plan is.
Okay, but like I said, they've been talking about this for months and nothing's happening.
Hey, my man, I'm in the home, but you're a bitch. Fuck with these folks home.
Hold on, easy. We had
I don't care.
I know. Okay.
I'm pissed off. I'm not at work because of them. They fucking with the homeless people. They fucking with their homes. They got a right to self-defense. They could have whooped y'all ass, and y'all can never did shit.
This woman is engaging.
I can't solve this issue right myself.
I get it. I do. I totally get it.
Everything takes time. Like it's simple. You can't here and there.
I know it's
no issue. And if it's a
700.
True. And if it's as simple as people accepting the offer and getting involved in this program, unfortunately,
Their wait list is really long. And is there talk of trying to provide more like mental health? It takes years though. You're being deceiving. It takes years. I don't mean to get upset with you. No, I'm not taking any offense. I know this. Yeah.
Sir, why don't you tell me, why don't you tell me why they don't have couples homes? Because they're duped just like you, dumbass. You're a fucking dumbass too. Dumbass couple.
hopefully they come up with a better solution in the future. But right now it's great.
But you're being deceptive because the wait list is 6 years for that housing he's talking about. It's years.
I understand. And
and this camping ban has been 8 years.
I'm providing health care for homelessness and universal housing. Like, this is pretty much family. I've got 30 kids on one of those houses. Like, what are you going to do?
This woman who was asked not to be on camera, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love with her. In 5 seconds of her opening her mouth to this guy, I just was like smitten. I don't know what else to do as a human being. We appreciate you.
If you fucking are on our side, you wouldn't fucking work this job, period. You wouldn't be able to fucking live with yourself. I wouldn't be able to live with my fucking self. You're not told to do for your job.
No, I couldn't. That's why I love all the people who come out here and stand at ground and hold space. And the reality is that somebody that can just like walk up, spit those expletives in such a nice and fanciful way, and disappear forever.
Also,
Just gone.
Being a white lady dressed well, so
Yes, being a white lady dressed well does help. And so that's just like society. They need to. Hey, Commander! I've been waiting for your return phone call. Did I call you? I've been telling all of your officers for several days to get a message to the commander because I left a voicemail. Somebody reached me and they need a good cop to work with on a Sharps program. And they said that the WHO requires that they work with a local peace officer to get financial funding for a needles program. So I left you a message.
I didn't get it.
A bullshit. Go check your voicemails. Because I have you programmed on the speed dial.
His camera's off.
Right?
I'm all about that. I support that.
I have to also ask a question. When did you start wearing a body camera?
And we were required to.
When you were required to. It's not on, I know. It's a habit you're getting used to.
Gotta get used to it.
Gotta get used to it. Okay, there it is. There's the 3 or 4 second beep. Now it's actually actively recording.
It's recording.
So that's good. We wanna make sure that from the highest levels, we're able to recognize that, hey guys, I interacted with Brian Loma today, and I forgot to turn my body camera on right away. So I, the commander, can recognize that we all need to do a better job of that. It's good. Seriously though, I did actually leave you an honest voicemail that said, and I left my phone number so you could call me back, which means I didn't live stream the phone call.
You can live stream. I'm with the live stream.
I know. Well, you have to be, right?
I support the Sharps program, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So call me. I did leave you a voicemail. I do have somebody seriously interested in direct action work to help reduce things. I got to talk to a guy today, 2 Skins. Really useful information. We appreciate the citizens being able to clear the drug dealers off the street and the support of that, right? Because we don't want unwanted sex trade when people's bodies are being pushed against their will because they're high on drugs. We don't want that shit, right? And I really do appreciate that your officers have taken an attitude that the civilians of this city are here for civil defense and to make sure that people's property is protected. So when we're having relationships where people are able to move property as citizens and it doesn't all end up in the landfill, like these are steps that I, a taxpayer here in the city, want to communicate that we're working on things a little bit better, and I appreciate what's going on from internally.
So we've gotten better.
Steps. We're taking it one step at a time. So I just want to recognize that.
Thank you.
Because I see a lot of people that I know actively cleaning the trash, as well as the property of human beings. And I'm not sure why the mayor's chief of staff, Evan, out at 7 o'clock in the morning cleaning garbage on the inside of the line, and I'm not allowed to do that. But we'll get there one day at a time. I have my garbage grabber in the car. I'm ready to go. Put me to work, coach. You know? I mean, that's kind of the attitude some of us have today.
Is this the chief that walked with us?
No, this is the commander.
Oh, this is commander.
This is commander, not the chief of police.
Which one?
District 6.
Okay, so I'm 6.
This is whose house we go to try to burn up every week. Oh.
Get out of a bunch of
Hey, question.
Not me, man. I've never thrown tear gas.
By the way,
I got a question.
Hey, by the way, how long is the Halo camera from around the building preserved? Is it a year or is it 30 days?
Now I got my eyes on your scalp.
It's okay, relax. I'm having a conversation. Work with me.
I'm having a conversation too, just of a different variety.
I know that, but I got to finish this question before I let the harassment.
I'll let you.
How long?
I will tell you, this took about a year for us to get to this point.
That's why I'm not going to waste my time. It takes me 3 months to get to the point where I am.
Just remember that he may or may not be a named defendant. But seriously, how long are the Halo cameras around the District 6 building preserved before they're dumped?
The mobile ones?
Any of it?
So the permanent ones are there, but the mobile ones, I could just...
The video. How long is it stored before it's destroyed?
I gotta check with TC on that.
24 hours.
No, it can't be 24 hours. It's gotta be like 30 days.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Please, call me this week, huh?
When you say a lower number, they will tell you how long.
Thank you. You got my number. It's on your voicemail.
Hey, question.
Now, yell away. Yell the fuck away.
Okay, are we done?
We're done.
I want 100 Nazis home.
I forgot I gotta ask him about this.
There's no point in fucking with these folks. Fuck with the damn drug dealers. Fuck with the pedophiles. Not these homeless motherfuckers. Let them do them. You live your life, let them live their life, man. Dead ass. There's no point. If I was right here, I would have been killed your ass. Dead ass, man. I'm not bullshitting. It's my home, bro. Yeah, walk the fuck away, because you know I'm right.
Man, you took the show. That was good shit.
Hey, Commander.
Show your face.
None of the people on your watch are personal security for the mayor, are they? No. Okay, because I want you to know that the mayor's staff is so careless with the personal information of his personal detail that I have their phone numbers in this box. Because the mayor's office just throws that information away willy-nilly and doesn't protect it. So I'm glad that your officer's personal phone numbers aren't in this box right now. Just, you relay that message, because I'm going to check the recycling next week.
I'm gonna check his fucking wipe his ass down there right now.
Because seriously, I have police phone numbers, private phone numbers in this box that they just put in the recycling willy-nilly without protecting the private and confidential information. That's right. So, we're having good words with the commander. It's been a day. Stephen Tubbs got hauled away for his own personal safety and fear.
Hey, look, the racist is out.
We were too present.
No, that's not him. He's a good one. I know. He ran away. He was afraid. Hey, if anybody asks, just tell them you're not Stephen Tubbs. Straight up, because he was here earlier, and they're already confusing you.
You're confusing me?
Yeah, so I had to correct them.
Yeah, he's a little different than me.
Well, he had a leather jacket on, and no, roughly same size.
A little lighter than me.
A little wider for sure.
A little lighter than me. Come on now, don't mix me up.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna make a break for it, and I thought you should have.
I actually thought about it, but I thought I probably couldn't see much more than where I was. I think the letter of the law, you can go right to the anyway, and you'd be good.
You're good.
Sir?
Don't get me in trouble.
My brothers and sisters!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have pretty much covered my day.
Yeah, that perverted bastard! Fucking chomo! Fucking sex offender! That's a pervert right there! That's a motherfucking child molester right there, riding on that bike! Child molester, let go free! There's a pigs! Can't go fucking deal with child molester! But they can deal with the homeless! Fucking faggot!
That's the neighborhood word.
Harass the homeless, but you got a goddamn child molester running around haunting women, fucking sexually raping them, being stupid, you dumb fucks.
He goes right there on the bicycle.
That's the answer.
He goes around our camp.
Oh my God, the grizzly man did it.
You dumb fucking pigs.
See, it's a matter of how we work with them.
Fuck about.
You tell him to come back here. I like the show.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you earlier. I saw you earlier.
Yeah.
Perverted bastard.
Yeah, he's letting you
walking
use the mic
But the
if you want.
cops are doing what?
But I want you to know that the way he's working on this is that he asked for the tents to sit to himself.
Because they got nothing better to do than organize.
Because it's against the law.
Well, no, because of the way he communicated.
Harass the homeless.
also, aren't they supposed to save all these things?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Throwing the shit away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're supposed to
Where's
save
our
it.
safety? Where's our
They're throwing all that shit away in the damn
Exactly.
garbage truck.
Wrong. Wrong.
Yeah.
Where's our safety? Where's our protection?
All your fucking life.
I don't know how they decided to let some people in.
Thank gosh the neighbors got their bathroom. And there are volunteers inside cleaning. It's significantly different.
Homeless, what are homeless supposed to live, man? They live on the street. Homeless live on the street, right? These streets, right? So they
Well,
live on the streets, but
but you got to remember that the mayor's stated goal when he got elected was to end homelessness in 10 years.
I heard. I wasn't
To
here
put
then.
everybody in a
I was
house.
Chicago. I was in Chicago, but I heard about that.
Oh.
That was one of his things. I came here in 2016.
To still end that goal, his tactic, his new goal is to make places.
So, folks, thanks for being here. It's another weekend. All right, folks, I'm gonna call this a day, go back to trying to work, do some other things in my life that are income generating, because I sure not getting any money on this feed.
You mean you got a real job?
Some days.
Yeah, I got a real job. I missed my job because my ride was here.
I can give you a ride.
No, I called off.
Hey, can you give me a
Cause
job?
these bitches. No, I can't.
No, some jobs, if you don't show up on time, you don't show up at all.
Exactly. I'm finna get written up because these bitches. Then I'm finna lose my job because you bitches. If I was you, my guy, I would have slapped the shit out their ass.
Thank you, Transparency Monitor. Thank you, Tyrant Enforcement Bureau, Air Cooled Accountability. You know, Rebecca, if you're still listening, it doesn't actually happen that often. Sometimes I just joke and laugh about it. Sometimes I stumble around with it and don't get it figured out very well.
Y'all know they was right, so y'all arrested them?
We have a point, sir. We have a point.
Holy shit. So did y'all hear about the white guy that got lynched in Madison, North Carolina?
Why?
He was blind and he had a fuck cop sign on him. And the Trumpsters in Madison, North Carolina actually put bounties out on Facebook telling people that they were going to pay for his sign. Now this is a blind man who wanted to go, he called the court, right? Because he got arrested for being out doing his shit. He got arrested on the steps of the courthouse because as a blind man, they wouldn't let him bring his ADA required apparatuses into the building with him to be appearing before the judge. So they arrested him on the steps of the courthouse for failure to be in court this morning after getting lynched. Madison, North Carolina. The guy's name is Blind Justice.
Hold on, he was blind and he got lynched and they put a warrant out for him?
They arrested him.
They arrested a dead blind guy.
Not a dead guy, live guy. He was alive, living, but blind, right? He had a sign that said "fuck cops." Those 8 letters, the most powerful letters in the world. FUCKCOPS, right? Fuck cops. So he had a sign. They put a bounty out for him. Then after they robbed him and shit. Yo. No. Leave these guys nice.
Hey, get the leg, dumb motherfucker. Why don't you go back to work and be a bitch? Don't be a bitch, man. No! Don't be a bitch,
You wouldn't come for this.
Don't be a bitch.
I want to put his hands up.
We've already talked to these guys earlier today.
Yeah, we worked on some stuff this morning and finding some middle ground on things. This guy's boss, Mr. Tuskins, agrees that sex trafficking by drug addicts is a bad thing. Struggles in lack of toilets, lack of water. These are bad issues that we all agree on. These guys disagree with the ability for drug dealers to do their trade. So they're not.
Go back to fucking work.
They're not afraid. But here's the thing.
And these drunk, disgusting, trashy people that fucking whistle at us fucking girls that haven't walked by.
We just want to de-escalate this as much. The news is covering this, not that.
He's standing behind me. I could have smacked away. I'm already pissed off mood.
So we're just gonna keep space.
For no reason. When I just I'm trying to de-escalate. Calm down. Here's the behind me.
Now we got a cop. Step back.
For real.
He's actually the fire inspector. Now there's a cop.
Yeah.
Come back after work. We'll be here. Hey, come back after work because we'll be waiting for you. Serio.
No, we were on the space between us and trying to keep a line, a conversation, working on things. So just trying to de-escalate.
They the ones that need to be careful. All day, they fucking with homeless people. That's self-defense. They could have got that ass whipped or killed. But no, they want to use their badge and the rest of motherfuckers use it shit up. With their punk ass. I got a little bit of respect for you because you help. Just a little bit. You still got a badge, but you're fire department.
So you don't have to be nice to them, but
yeah, if they're being toxic misogynist.
if they're being toxic misogynist, by the way, yes. But we were trying to hold space for the homeless today.
I'm not doing shit. I'm putting my bag down.
Well, don't put your bag down. Then we can't pull you back.
Bro, my speaker is heavy on my back. I got a bad back. Chill out.
Okay.
That is a heavy bag.
Don't pull no fucking knife out on shit and support that shit.
Wait, they did what?
They pulled out their knife and box cutter.
No.
I saw you pull your knife.
Okay, so they're pulling knives out. So I want to make sure you get the message that the construction workers were flipping their knives out at people. Okay?
I'm not speaking to tell everyone to calm down. This is the opposite of what we need.
Exactly.
You're covering this shit, dude.
Oh! Hey, now, whose lives that matter here? I think it's homeless lives that matter here. We're out here today because on the middle of the road, right here at 14th and Logan, they're moving the homeless. There's the unhoused, that's right, the unhoused. There's not toilets, there's not drinking water, there's not housing. In 10 years, we haven't come up with a way to put everybody in a building. The reason that we're out here today is not to create a news scene between the right and the left. It's about the indecency of human treatment. It's about the fact that even though there's a toilet and a hand washing station, we can't let people live in peace. It might be that those Prouder boys We're the ones keeping the drug dealers out of here, the crack and sex traffickers. So if we're going to find a middle ground with people, we got to remember that we're here for human rights, for human decency.
You're missing the point.
You're missing the point if you're not here for the unhoused members of our neighborhood. You're missing the point if it's not about human rights, if it's about shelter.
Violence changes the narrative.
The violence that we bring out changes the narrative. We want the fence and the people who are confined inside this fence to be the focal point right now. Why is it that people are being moved off the sidewalk and not into a house? Why is it that a married couple can't get a place to live? Why is it that the wait list to get into housing is 6 years long?
Tell everyone just to come back. We gotta stop.
Can I get all of you back to the fence, please? Let's create a focus on the fence, on the unhoused neighbors. Let's focus on the real problem here today.
Committed to peaceful protest.
This is a peaceful protest. They've given us the street. They've shut down the whole damn neighborhood. These are our streets.
Whose streets?
These are our streets. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Then why aren't we allowed to live on them in peace and quiet?
Get everyone over here. Just bring the violence.
Let's get the focus back on the narrative.
Yes.
The construction workers need to work on the housing so that they have a place to live. We need these houses remodeled to be affordable income. We need to get people off the sidewalk and into housing so that they can have human decency.
Construction workers also need universal health care.
Yeah, construction workers, like the people out here, like myself. We all need some universal health care.
Now you're de-escalating.
We need bathrooms.
Let's de-escalate.
We need to have trash cans and recycling so that every human being out for a walk can put their dog poop, their water bottle, their banana peel in the appropriate recycling or waste management container. It's how we elevate society for all of us. You know, there are countries in this world where they actually have bathrooms that if you just have a quarter or a nickel or even a couple pennies and you need to go, you just tip the person in the bathhouse so that you can use the loo.
In the third world, they have those.
That's the third world. We live in the first world where the citizens, not the taxpayers, put the bathrooms and the hand washing stations on the streets. It's been 8 years since the urban camping ban was enacted into law. And all we've done is spend millions and millions of dollars. In the mayor's emails this year on September 17th, on September 17th, there were stakeholders invested in $4.5 million worth of funding for the unhoused community. And guess what? Denver Homeless Out Loud was not included. How many of you out here today have emailed the mayor?
I talked to the mayor.
Mayor@denvergov.org.
Oh, I'm about to call.
And Cora demanded the plan to end homelessness. It's a Cora demand, right? We can yell at the construction workers who aren't doing their jobs right now.
Because they're being pussy.
Come on.
But that's not why we're here.
You're getting it on. That's enough.
What do you want me to do?
You're done now.
Okay, well, what are you going to do?
We stop the narrative.
They're still yelling.
They're still yelling. All right, everybody, we need you all to come back over here. This is a peaceful protest. We talked about this in the beginning. When we get in conflict like this, they change the narrative. The news stations write about this instead about what's happening
Denver
here.
Governor what?
We have the media here covering
Denver
this.
what?
Let's de-escalate.
Denver Governor.
Please.
DenverGov.org.
If you're a water protector, you care about the in-house, please de-escalate.
No, it's not. It's between construction workers who clean the streets and move the drug dealers out, and the anti-homeless advocates who are out here because Therese is soon going to be waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning changing diapers, and we need to replace her.
Different reasons to wake up.
That's right. So we're not trying to protest and yell at the Proud Guys.
I will bring all my cops in so you guys can go back to your protesting as soon as we get the construction guys to do their job.
I don't know why I would need you to bring your. Oh, you want your police in? Okay.
They keep on telling us when we walking away. They keep on telling us some bullshit.
So leave him alone, is what he's saying.
All the cops in so you can.
All right. No, listen. I've been asked to drag. We're gonna de-escalate. Hey, friends. Hey, friends. Listen. The cops can't go back inside the cage until we walk away from the cage. Right? So if the workers are in their cage and the cops in their cage, then we have the space in between. So that's the only ask.
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
That's the ask. We're just trying to de-escalate. The commander has said we'll put the pigs back in the pig pen.
That's a long-term plan, and obviously it's going to take a while, but I think everybody wants to get out of this. At some level, you know. So a lot of that is owned by people, you know. I think they're owned by private, you know, individuals. But that's a good plan. I mean, there's, you know.
Excuse me.
Yes, please. Let me get out of your way, man. This is the work we need to be focusing on. Coming through.
Josh, can't go bring out sensor shit on this side.
So this is the game of cat and mouse. They moved them off that block. And tomorrow, they'll be here to move them down the street again. This is the cat and mouse game.
Is somebody recording this? What he's telling you?
Well, his body camera's on, but I don't know what happened. All I know is the construction workers are in their cage and the pigs are back in their cage, that we can stay focused on the homeless issues. And the commander has very clearly said,
I have to do a statement for what happened to me.
you do. Yes.
And
Yes.
I need to get my information.
Yes.
So I'm waiting.
That is correct.
For that.
That is correct. They could get your information while they're over there.
He asked me to stay here.
The commander has asked that they go back inside the pen. That's what I know. Right. He wants them inside the cage.
So what I'm hearing from her is she's saying,
you want to
before
stay
I move,
here to follow
I want my very soon.
I want to get my information given.
I do want to get my information.
So let's go file a report.
Let's go file a report.
No, we're gonna do the report.
Or maybe I need to do a report too because
Yes.
I'm.
Yes, they are. They are. But what I'm asking for is I would like to see these 4 people back inside their pen. And the only way we're going to do that is if we all go back to the pen. So their pen and we're all going that way.
Ma'am.
That means you too, sir.
They're not even considering arresting somebody that they did see on camera. And I know that several people. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's you too, sir. Hey, Commander, you forgot one. Yeah, this one. Hey, Hunter, you're being called.
So, when you were yelling in there about the documents and stuff, that's you going off the narrative too.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
Let's stay focused on the narrative.
Well, you know,
Let's stay,
sometimes it's hard.
I know.
It's a whole
But
all-encompassing.
you're a leader in this space too, honey.
Damn it, I don't want to be.
Stay on message. Stay on the work we're doing.
All right, I appreciate
Okay?
you. Thank you.
Because that really had nothing to fucking do with any of this.
No.
And all when that started, then this is all started. We got to stay on the narrative and what we're focused on.
All right. Hey, I did a really good job working with him earlier and holding that middle ground.
Hey, I'm not
trying.
You did it all
trying.
wrong. I'm just telling you.
I know. One day at a time.
Okay?
One day at a time. But we want you to focus on this shit, not that shit.
Exactly. Okay.
Here, folks. I got shit to do. It's de-escalated.
Yeah.
I need this box and not these water bottles.
I got those, Brian. Get out of here.
Sure. I'll definitely let you do that since I have a tripod or a gimbal in one hand. Hey, Therese. Were you invited to a meeting on September 17th with $4.5 million worth of stakeholders that raised money for the homeless?
No.
I know you weren't because it's in the mayor's emails that you weren't invited. They're in that box. So,
information.
well, the emails came from not a corridor man, let me tell you that. From where emails come from?
From the dumpster? Are you serious? Oh my god, where did you go?
In the recycling bin.
Wait, you gotta like show me what this says.
Folks, I gotta let you go. We'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for being here.